I feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my toes.
I really like the scene when Colin Firth is driving Aurelia home for the first time.
No, right. Silence is golden. As the traveller said. Clever guys. Although I think the original version was by Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. Great band.
That scene kind of paid off later when he makes the comment.
It's my favorite time of day. Driving you.
Hits you right in the feels. It really does.
It does.
So sweet. I know these are technically two different scenes, but when they jump in the lake together and they're just repeating the same thing, but in different languages.
I really must do copies. You know, there better not be eels in here. I can't stand eels. Oh, God, what the hell is that?
I just think that's really cute, but I like when they're sitting together after they get out and she's wrapped in a blanket and he hands her a coffee mug, and it just kind of reminded me of another scene that you really love from the last episode that we put out with Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan from You've Got Mail, when he brings her tea when she's sick, because it just you got a feel for how these two characters would be if they were actually together in that moment. She wasn't working, and I love that exchange when she's asking about what kind of book he's writing, and she starts basically playing charades with him to try and get answers out of him.
Romance?
Yes, it's
Policial, crime.
yes, crime, murder.
Mete medo.
Scary? Yes, sometimes scary, and sometimes not. Mainly scary how bad the writing is.
I also really like the Sarah and Carl slow dance scene because it's just this slow build up of them finally getting together.
Like a flower waiting to bloom.
I love Norah Jones, and it's just a sweet moment when the music slows down and you feel that moment of it being very anxious and exciting to just a sweet, tender moment of them being together. And then I think it also felt, which I'm sure you resonated with when you were seeing this in college, of having a crush on a boy and then finally getting a minute together, and he's playing with her hair and she just can't stop smiling. So it felt very innocent and very finally getting to be with your crush. As sad as it is, I like the Emma Thompson scene of her listening to Joni Mitchell in her room.
Dreams and schemes and circus crowds, I've looked at life that way.
I think it's a very powerful moment.
The way that she's portrayed, it makes me think of so many women having something bad going on in their life, but putting on a face and going out and still being there for their kids, especially that scene where she goes to confront him.
No, Happy Christmas. Would you wait around to find out if it's just a necklace or if it's sex and a necklace, or if, worst of all, it's a necklace and love?
Favorite lines.
I'm going to start with the line that we say the most from this.
Could we be quite quick?
And I actually feel that right now because we're recording really late and we're both exhausted. But it's so funny, and just the way that he is narrating the entire process of him wrapping this gift is so absurd, so ridiculous, but I love that.
There's so much good physical comedy in
So
that
much
scene.
potpourri.
Yeah, when he's every time that he's like smelling it, or the way that he very daintily drops some of the dried herbs or the lavender into the bag, it's so perfect.
The I hate Uncle Jamie when Jamie shows up with the multifamilia with all the gifts and all the kids one by one. Another scene that I really love just from a comedic aspect is when the prime minister is showing up at each of the houses, and when the kids ask them to Christmas carol and his copper starts singing in this really operatic voice.
Okay.
Are you singing carols?
No, I'm not.
Please, sir, please. Please.
Good King Wenceslas looked out on the feast of Stephen
When the snow lay round about, deep and crisp and even, brightly shone the moon that night.
So if you really love Christmas, come on, let it snow. This is shit, isn't it?
Yep, solid gold shit, Maestro.